Shalom, shalom, Israel, Brother Amos with the Watchman for Israel. First and foremost, as we always do, we're going to give all praise, honor, and glory unto the Most High Yahweh in the name of His only begotten Son, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, right, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. To the brothers out on the street corners, laboring day and night, doing all they can to make sure that they can edify the hopeful elect and the nation of Israel, and all those who desire learning. I want to give y'all a strong shalom. To the sisters holding down in the households, reverencing their husbands, being a teacher of good things to the younger women and to the children. I want to give y'all a strong shalom. And to the men and women forsaking this world and coming back to serving our God, Yahweh Shem Yahushua. I want to compel y'all to be as a church of Berea, to search the scriptures daily and diligently to see if the words that be spoken to you are true or not. Right, let the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushua be true and every man a liar. If it's not, thus saith the Lord, concerning the holy scriptures, cast it behind you, right? Seek and hearken unto men who speak, thus saith the Lord, and speak as an oracle of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Not an oracle of, folly and vanity, celebrating so-called Christmas, right? And calling it the Most High's name day, right? You gotta mark those type of men and stay far away from them. Which segues into this cold cut right here. Everybody is not your damn friend that wears fringes, right? Everybody's not your friend who wears fringes, right? Yes, they may be in the truth. Yes, they may understand that they're Israel. Yes, they may know the Most High's name, the commandments, high holy days, the prophets, but everybody is not your friend, right? It's okay to have associates. It's okay to have acquaintances. It's okay to have people who you say hi and bye to, right? Everybody doesn't have to be fully open to you, right? You have to prove a friend first. That's first and foremost, right? This is Iraq 37:1. Every friend saith I am his friend also, but there's a friend which is only a friend in name, right? So everybody says, yo, I know so-and-so. I'll use myself as an example, right? Everybody says, I know Amos. Yeah, I seen Amos teaching on YouTube. I know the brother. He's a good brother, But that's only in name, right? Because they feel like they can receive benefits from knowing you, right? Those are what you call groupies. I'm not saying I have groupies or anything, but we're labeling that title. There's a friend that's only a friend, which is a name, because they know you and they can receive the benefits from knowing you. They use that to their advantage. They use that to get the certain things that they can get in this world that they wouldn't be able to use if you weren't involved. So it's not a quid pro quo. You do something, you get something from it. Just a quid or quid pro, shall I say. They only receive benefits just by saying, I know so-and-so. Oh yeah, I know so-and-so. Let me get that free garment. Oh, I know so-and-so. Let me receive that money that you usually don't give out to people. So there's certain people who take advantage of certain things like that, right? Is it not a grief unto death when a companion and friend is turned into an enemy, right? So it's grief and it's anguish and it's heartache when you have a close friend who is turned into enmity, right? It's grief and heartache. It makes things so much uncomfortable, so much more uncomfortable, displeasure, right? Anguish. It makes you feel like garbage when you actually lose a friend, right? And that may happen because a true friend is gonna prevail and walk twine and trace miles with you, right? Not into all hell break loose and then they disappear, right? Oh, wicked imagination, whence comest thou in the cover of the earth? There's a companion which rejoiceth in the prosperity of friends, but in the time of trouble he will be against him, right? So there's a friend, right? I'm gonna touch on verse 3, right? That's a wicked imagination, and that deceit covers the earth, right? that false friendship, right? All Jake's moms used to tell you, oh, no, that person ain't your friend. You don't need to be around them, right? Just because they smile in their face or in your face don't mean that they love you, right? Everybody's mother would say that to their grandmother, their aunt, whoever it may be, right? So that's a deceit that is seen throughout the earth, and that causes a lot of destruction, death, and heartache and anguish. You know, people are willing to do all this for people who they consider their friends, but in all actuality, there is no friendship in that friendship, right? There's no love in that friendship, right? And there's a companion, right? There's somebody that you know, somebody you consider a friend, who's only with you once your time of joy and mirth is going on. But when hard times hit, they disappear. Right? I was watching the 5 Heartbeats with my children. Right? Everybody wanted to be around them when they was winning Grammys and they was on the front of albums. But when they was garbage, they was throwing cans and tomatoes and bottles at them. You know, and I use it as a teaching lesson to my children. Right? That the end result doesn't always show the amount of anguish and heartache that you go through, right? Like Israel, right? Like Israel, we're going through pain, torment, suffering, but our latter end is going to be beautiful, right? Our latter end is going to be something that nobody could imagine, right? Nobody could imagine us being who we are and having crowns on our heads, right? There's a companion which helpeth his friend for the belly and taketh up the buckler against the enemy, right? There's a companion which helpeth his friend for the belly and taketh up the buckler for his enemy. So what's an example of that? Is that movie with Jay Reed, Into Deep, right? Jay Reed was a undercover cop, right? An undercover cop did all he can to infiltrate, his name was God, his establishment, right? I think in the 90s in the movie, it said that his empire was $20 million worth of drugs. So it was his job to infiltrate it and get as much information as he can to bring it down, right? So he'll take up the buckler for you. Like the people who got roadies around them, right? They're homeboys who they grew up with. They got guns and gats and bullets and everything for if anybody look at them funny. But that's only for their benefit, right? They're not going to tell that man to stop sinning and going off, stop smoking, stop drinking, stop being a whoremonger. And it's the same way in this truth. If you're receiving benefits and you're standing on the corner, right? It's a lot. An example. A lot of people come into Israel for the fame. A lot of people come into Israel for the glamour and glitz to be a celebrity, right? Damn all that. If you're not in this for the love of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, it's going to be revealed. It's going to be revealed that your heart is full of deceit, right? Forget not thy friend in thy mind, and be not unmindful of him in thy riches. So a true friend who has endured the test of time, who has seen the ups and downs that you went through, who cried with you when you miscarried, when you fell short, right? All these things that a true friend is going to do, he gave to you of his last. If he had $1, you had 55 cents. He had 45, right? These are true friends, right? You can't forget a friend who sobs with you, who cries with you, who goes through anguish with you, who answers the phone when you call, right? You can't refrain and forget a friend like that and be unmindful of him and your riches, right? And that's not just talking about monetary riches, right? That's talking about spiritual riches. When you get more understanding, when you get breakdowns, when you get insight, you share that with your brother. You help him understand, and you be a brother to him, because a living dog is better than a dead lion, loosely paraphrasing. So don't be forgetful to entertain your friends and be mindful that everybody who wears fringes is your friend. With that, I say shalom.